Gotta get a link over to my moderators. Really go. So, hey, this morning I'm about to go outside and feed the chickens. Again, hopefully y'all can hear me. I've been told that sometimes my audio issues may not be up to par, but sometimes when on the playback, so hopefully y'all can hear me okay. But getting my shoes, that's my outdoor shoe situation here. I have like I don't do a lot of shoes, but I probably have more outdoor shoes than I have any other shoes. But hey, good morning, Grant. I'm just doing a quick live today to say thank you to a few folks, and then I gotta go feed the these things we call chickens and get them fed. It's kind of oh, I guess we did. Even though I can go to the end of my driveway and I have 5G, but whatever is going on with all these trees, my Wi-Fi and network just kind of dies. So apparently got a good little rain this morning. So I've got to get better about not showing y'all the ground. Can y'all hear me okay? I just want to make sure my audio's okay. Ah! Something just attacked me. Something fell from the sky. And hopefully y'all can hear okay. Been letting I did all their water last night, so I don't have to do their water. But there's everybody. They're waking up. Everybody say hi to Mark and the ladies. Look how big they are compared to the little hens. There's Alex. And there's Owen. And you can see they're all kind of very timid this morning for some reason. Let's see. I don't know, the chat's not moving. Hopefully. Joe, can you hear me okay? Hello. Okay. I'm gonna live in the world that the chat. I don't see anything after Mia's hello. So hopefully it says I'm still live. So I'm just gonna keep going. I see 24, 3. Yeah, I don't see the chat moving for some reason. I don't know how to fix that. So I don't know what's happening there. I hope I'm not missing anything. If Joe or someone can, Joe, if you can send me a message in the WhatsApp. Oh, something just happened because I'm not seeing the chat moving at all. Okay, so let's see. Keep going. We can hear you. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Joe. Okay. It will resolve itself. YouTube is YouTubing. So I wanted to get on this morning for a few reasons, and I did mention them in the description. So I had the opportunity to do an interview with Lori from GLP-1 Journey and Review. And so that should be coming out in a few hours. So I just wanted to give a big thanks to Lori for that opportunity. And then a few weeks ago, I was able to do an interview with Kendi K All Day. And so again, if you're not connected with Kendi K All Day, make sure you connect with her. She just has a lot, her passion for growing small channels on YouTube. Of course, she does her different recipes that she does different soups. She's done, I think, her most viral videos on her pound cake recipe. So again, make sure you're checking out Kendi K All Day. She does some different things where she's out and about doing her shopping and stuff like that. So that's really good. And then Again, have an opportunity to do that interview with Lori, and that should drop today. So I'm excited about that. And then the source, again, connect with the source. It's at the source 479, I believe. Yeah. Again, I dropped their handles into the description of this live, and so I won the each. Believe it's what Thursday. Oh, what day does he do that? Sunday. He does like a week where he kind of pushes the support of different channels for each day. And my channel came up on the wheel this week, and so I'm the featured wheel thing on this for the source today. And so today's been a fun. Oh, y'all got to witness the boys being ridiculous. And so, yeah, so for whatever reason, Tuesday is the day, right? So whatever that means. And so, I'm trying to see if there's any, like I said, I don't know why I'm not seeing I don't want to come out and leave. If somebody can kind of give me a tip, I'll keep going. And then like I said, if there's questions that come up, then, someone will let me know. Let's see, what does that do? Let me just play around with something real quick. Oh, okay. I got it to work. I did some troubleshooting. Perfect. I got it to work. Okay. So there's a little chat gear, settings gear at the bottom, and I was able to see it too in the vertical live on the bottom left. There's a little message settings gear, and I basically turned them off and then turned them back on. So I appreciate y'all being patient with me. Oh, I should have brought my little stand out. So it's a little dark this morning. I'm all showing you my house and business there. It's a little dark this morning just because we had some rain in the forecast. I think over the weekend we officially hit the fall season. So that was kind of fun. Here, I'll throw some worms out. So I usually don't give them worms. Actually, I'm not going to give them worms in the morning. So I wanted to just do a big shout out to those who, I'm relatively new. I initially, I was always just an observer of things on YouTube. I used it for DIY. Oh, yeah, that was really loud. I used it for if I needed to know how to, YouTube was always just YouTube University to me, right? Like if I needed to learn something, I'm going to try to be smarter about this. Yeah, if I needed to learn something, then here, y'all are going to watch the babies real quick while I get their food ready. So if I needed to learn something on, hey, let's leave her alone. If I needed to learn something, then I would come to YouTube. That was always my relationship to YouTube, so to speak. Then in July, of course, I started the GLP-1 journey and met all these lovely people and channels, and then I would comment a lot, and then eventually something in me, and I don't even remember who it was, but somebody who, how do you get to know the people that we see in the chat and things like that? How do we introduce ourselves if we're, always in the chat and participating? What's a way to be known beyond the chat, so to speak? And then I always want to share things about the chickens or the garden, of course, and get motivated to be in the garden. So I think it was September 12th or 13th is when I decided to go ahead and create the channel. So that's why I had the channel. It's always fun when they eat together and act like they're in harmony. But anyway, so I'm relatively new. There'll be some point when I don't say that I can be new, but I've had lots of support. Like I said, Kindy K, I was able to do that interview with her a few weeks ago, the interview with Lori, which was really fun. And I really enjoy Lori's channel, so it's really fun to be a part of it. And then the source is just a great community to get to know and learn about other communities, kind of like our our friend Joe at Sleep and Slim Down's Journey. If you've ever been to one of her lives, you're always meeting people from different genres outside of the GLP-1 community. You have people in the cruise, people in the travel, people in the oh my gosh, Joe, like different gamers and things like that, the keto community, the carnivore community. She just brings a lot of people into her world. So I've just, yeah, it's funny because most times they act like they can't share anything. And then when it comes to food, they, all of a sudden they behave themselves. But you can see how big these roosters are. Like, my poor baby hens. Poor baby hens. And so anyway, so yeah, so that's why I kind of came to YouTube. It's been neat to document this journey. I've been really motivated. The gardening community has really motivated me to get out there in the garden. And my husband and I, we sometimes just get, the heat that gets to the garden. We get frustrated, about, when the plants are not doing so great. And so I figured, well, if I can learn a lot about, GLP-1s from the YouTube community, why not branch this out to people who garden, people who are raising chickens, things like that, right? Because we can all learn from one another. And oftentimes we say in the GLP-1 community, we can't do a lot of comparison. And the same can be said for gardens and chickens, but there are things you can learn, right? And try. And so that's why I've really enjoyed. Who's the caramel color cute hen? So this one right here, when you say caramel color, Joe. Let me know, Joe, if this is the one you were talking about. That caramel color. Yeah, so this one right here is Catherine. So she's what's called a buff Orpington. And then her sister Helm. Where is her sister Helm? Where is her sister Helm? Let's see. It's quite possible everybody has not woken up yet. Let's see. 5 months old, and he's cockadoo. Yeah, the roosters are so loud. You have a 5-month-old and 2 hens. When do they? Oh, I have a 5-month-old rooster and 2 hens. When do they start laying? I would say, some people say 16 weeks, after 16 weeks, but I would give it more like 22 weeks, like anywhere from 22 to 26 weeks is when the hens should start laying. Hey, Taisha. Taisha, my little wild bunny is not out here yet. So I don't have my little bunny out, but I know you have your 2 little bunnies. Taisha, can you say their names again, your 2 little bunnies? Oh, Dolly and Nugget. Those are perfect names, Angie. Those are absolutely perfect names. Mocha and Marshmallow. I love it. I love Mocha and Marshmallow. That's so much fun. Gosh. Yeah, we may need to do you may have to feature them in one of your, when you do the Russian twist challenge, we might have to get a bunny feature, Taisha, if you don't mind. If we're allowed to be introduced to the bunnies. How about that? Oh, why are we still in here, Helm? So I always start to worry when we have several that are still in here. Y'all just don't want to wake up yet. So so we can talk about the light thing. So chickens are fascinating creatures in how they process light. So I think I did a post. I'll write it again. And there's scientific names for this process, but I'm not going to say them here. But essentially, they don't see well in the dark. Number one, they kind of just become completely blind. And so you probably have a few of them right now that are just still adjusting to, you have some that can handle sort of the dim light, but then you have some that get pretty, they kind of take a bit to sort of, get the light, but basically they kind of absorb the light with their brain neurons and stuff like that. And so until they feel like they can truly see, they don't really do a lot of moving. Now, I am kind of concerned that she's kind of doing some twitching there, but I'll just keep an eye on that. She's doing some Helm is doing some head twitching, but she's a Buff Orpington. Hi. How are we doing this morning? Are we just adjusting? Yeah. And then we have, there's our friend Jo. She's about to lay an egg. Hopefully we're laying and not going broody. Oh, thank you, Angie, for coming by. They are very spoiled. Let's see. They are very spoiled. Let's see. Oh, cool. We'll get to see Mocha and Marshmallow. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. Okay, come on. So yeah, so they're just kind of waking up. And then there's Miss Arizona. She's having a serious molt. I know. Okay, well, I'm going to leave y'all alone. Y'all will do whatever y'all are going to do. Well, that may not be the best thing to do. Here, hold on. I'm going to let y'all. I'm going to put y'all over here. Hopefully y'all can still see. I'm going to get them down. What are we doing, ladies? Yes. It's just Mama. It's just Mama. It's okay. It's okay. Good morning. Come on. It's okay. It's okay. Come on. Hi, Arizona. Oh, it's okay. I know it hurts. I know it hurts. So I have to be real careful when they're, I'll try to bring this to y'all. When they're molting, I have to be real careful when I hold them because it's pretty painful for them. So, because you're basically, let me see, there's not a lot of light, but let me see if I can try to show you, but you can kind of see, here, come here. I want to show you off. Is that okay? It's okay. It's okay. We're just going to get into the light a little bit. So, okay. Here we go. So, you can see they quite literally lose their feathers. Well, you did see it. Their feathers at the end. And so, simply being touched, I try not to pick them up a lot because it can be pretty painful for them. And so, but they literally lose their feathers all the way down to it's not the quick. I don't know why I called it that, but, they lose their feathers that low. And so it can, we gotta go the other way, little one. I know. We gotta go the opposite way. Come on. Good job. Oh, she is not happy with me. She's like, Mama, you ruined my world. Ah, spider. Or spider web, I should say. Come on. So the other thing about chicken vision, I think I've talked about it before, is that they don't have very good peripheral vision. So you have to, that's why you see me with the stick a lot of times guiding them, because they quite literally only see straight ahead or when they turn their head, and that's also why they can rotate their heads as quickly as they can. But they're very good stabilizers. There's some videos out there of people using a chicken as a GoPro stabilizer. Okay, so I probably missed some questions in the chat. Let's see. Yeah, it can be pretty painful. Let's see, Leah J, do they need vitamins to get? So they get the protein that's in there. So I usually give them lots of protein. That's what most people will do. They can either do it through their feed. You can, you have people who, there's some very specific feather restorer feed out there. I just give them extra, either like during this time, I'll give them their mealworms, which has a lot of protein. I do a 17% protein. You can also go up to there's some people who consistently do 20% protein or 22%. They'll grow, it's just a natural process of the molting. And so the best thing to do is just to make sure they have that extra protein. That's a good question. Yeah, but it can be painful for them. Yeah. And then let's see. Joe is pretty. Is she a blue breed? She is a blue breed. So she is a Americana, Splash Americana. That is a hybrid of I think it's the Araucana. And I always forget what the other cross breed, but the Araucana is a South American bird. And they do the blue eggs. And so Americana is a version of that bird. There were some expensive birds, but they're beautiful birds. So, they were like $45 each. So I should probably define what expensive is. Yeah, chickens can range from free to pretty high price. I try not to go above a certain amount for these birds. I'm more than likely going to pick up some later this week. I've been saying, I'm either going to get 5 or 6 more, and I'll let you know when I go pick them up. I'll let y'all know what the price of them are. But I enjoy them. So good morning. As you enter the chat, I'm doing this live because I wanted to a couple of things that are very exciting. Like I mentioned at the top, I am just a couple of months old channel. I just passed my month on October 13th. But in that time, I've had a really good opportunity to just meet wonderful people. Of course, Joe and Harjarine, and with the help of Hermione, behind the scenes, we do the, let's not eat that. We do the behind the scenes live. And so that's a really fun activity. And it's just, the topics, the laughter, the insight, the work to get it done. It's all a learning process, and we're all learning. And so it's really good. But then also in that time, I've had an opportunity to meet people like Kendi K, who I did an interview with a few weeks ago, Lori on GLP-1 Journey in Review. And that interview, I think, is coming out today, or it may already be out there. I saw Joe drop a link. And then The Source, who's another Connect and Grow site, I won the Tuesday channel feature on his wheel spin. So make sure y'all are checking him out on Sundays if you want to get your channel featured. Participate in that chat, and you too can have a day feature. And he has a fun channel. He has some shenanigans going on though this week. Apparently I gotta keep an eye on him because he calls himself a chicken hunter, and so apparently a rooster may have crowed too many times with him, and so, or maybe it gone after him too many times, and so he has some shenanigans going on. But The Source is really good, and so I did link their channel links in the description of this, so make sure to check them out and everything. And so let's see what else. And so I know. Let me make sure there's not any questions. We talked about the protein. Do you keep them as pets until they pet? Pretty much, Taisha. Yeah, growing up, we raised chickens, and we did process some of those roosters because we had a lot of roosters and we processed them. But for the most part, anything I keep, even if I eventually ever get goats or things like that, they're to keep as pets, family members, all of the above. We have a wild hog or feral hog situation out back. One of these days I need to share the video on my page. And I think they're the most adorable feral hogs in the world. My husband keeps talking about eliminating some of them for food, but it's hard. It's hard because I think pigs are so cute. I also think pork is delicious, and so it's a hard compromise. But So yeah, and hogs can be pretty destructive, unfortunately, to yards and lawns. So it is important to kind of maintain the population. But yeah, 11 of them showed up in our backyard one day. So could you give me feed recommendations on what you use? So Angie, feed is one of those things. That's a good question. So feed has been, hey Leah J, feed feed has been one of those things that I myself have gone back and forth on. So the current feed that I'm using, and it was just I reached out to my mother-in-law to see kind of how she deals, like in in the summer. She tries to avoid giving them scratch and stuff like that because it can heat up their bodies, and in the summer you don't want them to heat up their bodies. With scratch, I'm not loyal to any one brand, is what I would say when it comes to just your scratch, but just make sure you're feeding scratch at the right time. I don't give them a lot just because kind of, you want to watch out for their carb intake and stuff. And like I said, the heat component with carbs in chickens, you don't want to give them a lot of that during the summer. But for the current feed I'm using is the Demore, Dumor, and I do 2 bags of the all flock since I now have roosters. I do 2 bags of the all flock when I buy it, and then 1 bag of layer feed. Because the other thing about as much as your layers need calcium, you do want to be mindful of how much like your roosters are getting, because chickens, it's the old theory, everything in moderation. Everything, you give more of something when it's needed, stuff like that. But too much protein can be harmful. Too much calcium can be harmful. It's an easy balance. So, but I have also done the Nutrina brand. I've done their layer feed before. Like before I had roosters, I did the Nutrina brand. And then there's a local brand called Big, I think it's Big V Feeds. Big, B as in boy, IG as in goat, V as in Victor. I've done that brand, and I've done their Max. It's like the growth or poultry maximizer. But again, that had a lot of corn and scratch in it, and so I shied away from it. But you also have people who have, since I'm not showing you the chickens, let me go on camera. I also, there, there are also people who will make their own. They'll get their own wheat, their own barley, all those things. As much as I would want to do that, I don't, we have to all figure out how to manage our time. And then there's people who do the fermenting, which I hear is really good. Hey, Auntie Mama. Hey, Fairbricks, I know you're new. Fairbricks is pretty cool. He has some Lego things going on and some music, so make sure you're checking him out. So I tend, like I said, right now, I really like how the chickens are doing on the Demure brands that I'm doing. And again, I'm doing I do 2-to-1 ratio of the all flock to the layer feed on that one. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'll probably keep it for a bit, see how they do, but they're doing really well on it is what I'll say. Think. There was another really good question about roosters. Let's see. Is it hard raising chickens, roosters? So, it is 100% worth it. There are times when, chicken sickness is a real thing. Sometimes it's really quite simple. They just need to be separated. Give them some fresh water. Give them a scrambled egg, and they just need the rest and a nice dark space, and then they recover just fine on their own. Sometimes it's more of a mystery than that, and I'm lucky enough that I have a vet that can do fecal samples, and they'll let me know what it is, and just give them medicine, and then you move on. You do get things like I have a couple of girls. If I don't know if you notice her feet, Angie. I have one girl, Catherine, who has bandages because she has a propensity to get bumblefoot. I actually have a few. I think Olivia actually has bumblefoot too, and that bumblefoot is when basically an infection gets into the foot. It's a staph infection. and you can. I do have a video on it on how to treat it. Um, and it is something that can happen. They could step on a, they can step on a pine cone. They can step on a anything, and if that gets infected, it will grow a staph, and you can DIY that. It is better if you have two people to help you with it, but you can get something as simple as that. But I have a list of the girls I lost. I've lost in the last. I got most of my chickens in April of 2023. I started out with my first 8, and then I've just collected more since then. So from 2023 to now, I've lost, 7 birds due to different things. A dog killed 2 of them. Some of them had some neurological stuff going on. One of them had a crazy accident. And it was on camera. One of them scared itself, got stuck behind a ladder one day and couldn't get out, and basically kind of dehydrated themselves and died. And so anything I've had birds with gapeworm. So anything can happen. You just learn as you go. You come on YouTube, see if there's, look up how to treat gateworm, how to treat bumblefoot, how to treat whatever, and you get some best tips and advice. And if you do have a local vet, try to get them to a local vet. Roosters. This is my first year with roosters. I knew going into this, roosters are a mess. They are 100% protective. They are really smart in the sense of if there's a threat, they call, the rest of the girls in, and they will defend. Roosters will defend till the very end. If one of these hens were getting attacked, that rooster will put its life. A rooster will put its life on the line for its flock, and that's no doubt. Regardless of what it is, if it was a dog, if it was a hawk, if it was another human, there's times that Mark charges at me. If I'll pick up one of the girls, and he'll come at me if he thinks that girl is not doing well. So it's not hard, but you do have to watch for things. So you do get used to your birds, and you have to watch for stuff. So like right now, I'm keeping again, I do have to be mindful it's cold. I do have to be mindful it's molting. But like right now, this is Teddy. Teddy's kind of been sort of just standing here and just not moving a whole lot. So she's one I'm going to keep an eye on later today. She's not hunched over. Her tail is high. But she's kind of just standing there a little dazed. She could be dazed because she hears my voice. Who knows why she's dazed. But, she's one that I'm going to keep an eye on. Just make sure nothing's going on, right? It is important that you go out every day. You understand the personality of your hens and chickens, because that's typically how something might be wrong, if they're kind of acting a little bit off. And you'll get to know your birds. So, and if that's the case, like I said, if I feel something super wrong with her, I'll bring her inside, give her some eggs, and we'll go about our business and kind of see how she's doing. Let's see. Let's make sure again. Auntie Mama, good morning. Miss Nikki, good morning. Target Prime Rib, how are you doing? I've been enjoying your channel. Let's see, Leah J. Let's see. You had a question. I just want to make sure I didn't miss it. Maybe I did get to it. I thought you had a question. Hey, Wellness with Liza, good morning. Okay, yeah, and that was is it hard raising roosters? I enjoy roosters. Yeah, I mean they're fun. They're just insane. They're just insane. Okay, you're gonna go live at 4 p.m. today. Is that Eastern time? Should we assume Eastern time? Target Prime Rib. Oh, good morning, Traveling Tea. Oh, where's Teddy? Good morning, Life with Tasharia. Let's see. Yeah, chickens are interesting. Yeah, we're gonna, oh, she moved now because these two can be very intimidating, even molting. So that's Callie. And then that. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep an eye on little Miss Teddy. Not sure. Again, it could just be the molting, but even little Lexi is losing some back feathers. Teddy, are we doing okay? Come here. Oop. I'm not good at catching chickens. I kind of have to trick them. But she definitely, I'll get her later. I'll let y'all know if she has to end up going inside. Let's see. Let's see what else is going on today. See, let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, do they fight, bicker like siblings? Oh, 100%. There is, Crooked Peach was talking about this morning. Uh, um, if y'all have ever heard of the term the pecking order, welcome to where that term comes from. There is, and you have to let them establish that pecking order and only intervene when it's necessary. But there is a hierarchy. I will say the hens have calmed down a little bit since the roosters have shown up, but there's even a hierarchy within the rooster world. And as long as they observe that hierarchy, life is good. So like Owen is head of the roosters. And I think that's simply primarily because he was the first one to sort of tell the world that he was a rooster. And it's as simple as that. It's not to say that wouldn't ever change. And then Mark eventually, Mark kind of, showed up next. The thing about Mark was, Mark was my buddy when he was a baby. Like in my profile picture, that's Mark in the profile picture. He would always sit on my back. He would always jump on my lap and stuff like that when he was young. And but as they get older, they kind of do that less and less. And then Alex was what I literally called him, I think on one of my first lives, the reluctant rooster. Like, I think I have been debating since he was born if he was a hen or a rooster. And he had some rooster features, but then he sort of as far as sort of where he put himself in the hierarchy, kind of behaved more like a hen. But he is, in the last week or so, I think Joe and Harjarine, y'all have gotten to witness the transformation. In the last week or so, Alex is very much like, hey world, I'm a rooster. So, that's that there. And so, there's definitely a hierarchy. Prior to that, well, it kind of still the same. My oldest girls are probably the highest on the hierarchy. And that's just how that is established. So like the two, Callie in Arizona, Miranda and Christina, my Astralorps, they're the highest on the hierarchy. My two Wyandottes, they're the highest on that hierarchy as well. And then the other ones just kind of show up, so, and everything. Alex always knew themselves. I love that. That's perfect. That is perfect. Yeah, but that's where you get the pecking order. And then at night, because they like to sleep by their buddies at night. It's really kind of fascinating. They when they put themselves to bed, they like to be able to sleep by their buddy. And so that becomes the whole thing if somebody sort of interrupts their sleep. So, yeah, I think I'm going to put some. Oh, that's what I was going to show y'all. I never showed y'all this. So I do give them probiotics. Chickens need good gut health as well. So I don't give this to them daily, even though it says daily. I don't give them these things daily. Especially with electrolytes, and you have to watch out for electrolytes in the summer once again, because you got to watch out for sodium. The first thing listed, first three things, salt. But they may be getting some electrolytes today, or some vitamins and electrolytes. And then for additional gut health, and different schools of thoughts when it comes to the apple cider vinegar. Some people are like, don't give it to your chickens. Other people are like, give it. all the time. If I do it, it may be, I do refrain from giving it to them in the summer if I can help it. But, and then if I do it, I'll do like once a week and then make sure they have fresh water. Because, yeah, there's a couple of these ladies that I just don't love the way they're standing. That's Lexi right there. Yeah, I'm not really. I'm gonna have to check out these girls. I don't love the way they're standing. And it could just be that they're on. I don't know. Gotta think it through. So yeah, so I'm probably gonna keep an eye on them and see what happens. Have you let them hatch eggs? So Miss Nikki, yes. So in April, I got some because I did not have a rooster prior to April, or sorry, prior to April, and so what just happened? Hold on. Hey. And there goes some bickering. Apparently Addison is mad at somebody. Addison is mad at Catherine. Scandalous, because they were both married to Richard on the TV show. Anyway, oh, not Addison. Sorry. That was, Addison was, Derek's wife. But anyway, apparently Catherine did something to Addison just now, and Addison did not like it. So that's where that scream came from. So yeah, so prior to April, I did not have any roosters, but my, so let me tell you that story, because I have not told that story. So Addison and Adele got very broody in March. And of course, I didn't have a rooster, so I didn't have any fertilized eggs. So my mother-in-law has a rooster, and so I got some eggs from her. And I initially chickens sit on their eggs for 21 days. Takes 21 days to hatch. Some may come after that initial 21 days. So they'll incubate the eggs for 21 days, and then you have little chicks. You have hatching and chicks, right? So Addison and Adele were very great broody hens up until day 18. And day 18, they were like, I'm bored of this. I'm done. And they did not want to continue to sit on those eggs. Luckily, our good friend Joe, who some of y'all know, not Joe in the chat, but Joe, the Americana, her first of 6 times getting broody this year, luckily occurred at the same time these two decided they didn't want to be mamas anymore. So I had to, basically one evening, I took Addison and Adele off of the eggs they were sitting on, and I switched them out for Joe. And Joe was a very good broody hen for 3 days, and so so my initial hatch was five chickens. That's where I got my 3 roosters and 2 hens from. And then then Ellis, who is somewhere over here, Ellis, my Marin, became broody soon after that, and I got 11 more eggs. Sorry, I got 12 eggs, and she successfully hatched 11 chicks, but I've given all of those away. Yeah, Joe had to, because Addison and Adele did not want to stay chickens. Thank you, Taisha. Yeah, I think it could just be the weather. It is a bit cooler. Some of the birds don't like it. Like I said, I'm gonna put some electrolytes in their water and see if that helps perk them up. Question: is it them standing still? It's a combination of things. So let me find. It's the kind of going off on their own, even though she's surrounded by buddies right now. She hasn't gone to go eat. So it's a couple things. Staying late in the coop is always a worry for me, but it is a little bit dark, so I can understand why she stayed a little bit later, because the sun hadn't come out. The sun's still not out. So it could just be that she didn't see. It's she has not gone to go eat, and chickens are very food motivated animals, and so the fact that she has not gone to go eat is concerning. Again, how she's kind of just sort of because you can kind of see the other hens. They're very much wanting to be outside. They're kind of moving. They're doing their thing. But she is quite literally just sitting there, right? Now, her comb and her wattle are very red. So that's good. Her tail is not super down, but it's also not perked up. So notice how, for those of the ones that have tails, notice how their tails are perked up. So, oh, it's about to rain. Oh, it is actively getting dark. But her tail, it's not to say that it's not perked up, but it's not. But the biggest thing, what I'm worried about, is that she has not gone to food. And that's my biggest concern. So I'll more than likely bring her inside, just kind of keep an eye on her for a few days. Now the thing is, she's a Rhode Island Red, and Rhode Island Reds are good because they're usually they're pretty sturdy birds. It's not to say they don't ever get ill, but Rhode Island Reds are pretty sturdy birds. Yeah, I don't love the fact that she's not moving a whole lot is the concern with her. Now Lexi doesn't have a whole lot of tail, but like that's her sister, and notice how perky her sister is, right? Oh, it is raining. We'll see if they come in. Hold on, because I don't think everybody's inside. Let me, but again, a lot of it could just be that, again, the time of year it's cooler outside. Let me turn my camera around. It's cooler outside, and so it could just be that she's trying to keep, because when they do sort of bundle like that, a lot of it could just be because they're trying to stay warm. So, but more than likely, I'm just going to go ahead and bring her inside, get her some, like I said, I'll bring her inside, I'll give her some fresh water, let's see if she'll eat some scrambled eggs, and then just kind of let her be for a few days. And go from there. Here, let's see. It started to rain. Come on, ladies! I'm shaking a bag because this is a good way to, again, so here's a good example. See how everybody's running but her to get some worms? Yeah, so that's a good indication of you need to check on your chickens, because she's not superfood motivated right now. So we're going to check on her, see what's going on. Okay. See, I heard that's, yeah, Addison screamed for some reason. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I named them after Melinda G. I named them all after Grey's Anatomy characters. You could be having story for days. Literally, I love, like yesterday I sat here for an hour. Do they get sad when their chicken? So they actually don't. So part of the process, do they get sad when their chicks are taken away? No, not at all. So they are very protective birds from weeks up to about week. Gosh, I gotta help. I'm trying to get my memory here. Up until about week 7 or 8, super protective. I mean, they will fight you. They will fight you if you get near their babies. But then there's a point as the chicks are ready to integrate with the rest of the flock and stuff, they actually start, it's not aggressive, but they actually start going further and further away from their chicks, like spending less time with them. And they'll even kind of peck at them be like, go away. It's time for you to get away from me. Yeah, they have a natural sort of, it's time for you to go out into the world and be a full chicken. They have that natural instinct to send them on their way. What's their favorite fruits and vegetables? So these chickens, they do enjoy, like when I have greens, they love apples, they love cabbage. They really like apples. I'll do watermelon every once in a while. I don't do it often because you do again everything in moderation. I've not done the blueberry things. They can have blueberries, but I usually stick to like the green kale. I am going to plant some herbs in the goat pen area next year and some marigolds because they do like the stuff like that. And so I am going to put that. Not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I'm curious. My bunnies are super attached to each other, and I can imagine. Yeah, they, like I said, they do get attached to their buddies, though. I will say, even though they don't get attached to their chicks, they do very much get attached to whoever their friends are. So, like, that's why I want to get my white hen right here, who's a Delaware. That's why I want to get her another Delaware hen because, her sister passed earlier, and I think she's felt it. And so I want to make sure she gets she has a buddy. But they do get attached to their buddies. Oh, thank y'all so much. Okay, going outside, gonna check. Okay, let's see. How old is she? So, Teddy, I have a chart. I don't know that I can go off camera, but I actually have a chart of the ages of my birds and like the breeds and stuff. She should be under 2 years, I believe. Yeah, I'm taking her. Yeah. She's sick. I'm gonna take her inside. Passed away, was visibly depressed. Yeah, my cat got depressed when my dog passed away. That's why we got our second cat. Let's see, do you have heat lamps? I don't do heat lamps, no. I kind of just let them do their own thing. About the same time, chicks get their real feathers. Yep, the mothers ease up on mothering. Thank you for that. Thank you for foraging. Thank you for fielding that one. Lifespan of a chicken, it can be anywhere, gosh, some people, 8 years? Some, it depends on the breed. So yeah, you do unfortunately go in with knowing they have a lifespan. So it is kind of sad. Yeah, I'm gonna put this over here real quick. Owen, why don't you say hi to the people, Owen? Okay. Hi. Hi. Hi, Teddy. Hi, Teddy. Hi, Teddy. Come here. Stand by. I woke her up. Come here, Teddy. Teddy, stop. It's okay. Calm down. Mark, okay. Okay, I don't know how much of y'all got to witness of that. So, because I did get her, but Mark and Owen, I was scared for a moment because Mark and Owen came running. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Because she's kind of, her eyes, I'll just kind of, like I said, I'm just going to bring her in, give her some water, give her some scrambled eggs, just let her rest a little bit. It's okay. Yeah, apple cider vinegar, molasses in her water, whatever else. Yeah. I'll do that. I have some apple cider. So yeah, Mark is probably about to attack me. It's okay. Mark, stand by. Foraging. Ask a good question. Let's see. Chickens do get ill. Scrambled eggs. Yeah, so scrambled eggs just to help with protein. Did I miss that question? Celium, yep. They don't know it's cooked eggs, yeah. So I do give them. Mark, I'm making sure she's okay. Mark, Mark is about to kill me, people. They're going to witness my death. Mark, go away. So see what I mean by Mark? Yeah, no, sir. I will turn you into chicken soup. I love a good chicken and dumpling. Mark, go inside. I'm making sure she's okay. Oh no, Mark is full on attacking me. It's okay. Go back inside. Mark, go check on your other hens. Go. Go. Go check on the other hens. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay. Whew. Okay. Oh, that was not. Oh my gosh, that was. Yeah, so that's what I mean by a good rooster. Luckily, none of them have their spurs yet, so I can handle a chicken attack right now. But yeah, that would not have been. Unfortunately, I do know how to dispatch of an angry chicken, but y'all don't need to witness that. Oh my goodness. So y'all can decide how much eggs are worth it, right? I think that I think if any of y'all were interested in having chickens, y'all can decide if that chaos is worth that madness you just witnessed. Okay, so this is the chicken. This is the chicken nursery. So I'm gonna put y'all somewhere real quick. Okay, hopefully y'all can see. Y'all may get me bending down, so I apologize now. This is the chicken nursery. In foraging, I may ask you if you want to, but I know you said apple cider vinegar molasses. I know I sometimes do electrolytes, but I'll try that. And then I'll do the scrambled eggs. I do want to see if she wants to eat. I mean, she could just have sauerkraut. Sauerkraut is just when food gets into their crop and just isn't processing out. So it could just be something as simple as that. I put puppy pads down. That's what I'm doing right now. Hopefully y'all can see. So I'm just putting puppy pads down. So if I do need to get a fecal sample, it's easy to collect. And it's easy to clean up their kennel. So I recommend having a friend to help. But there we go. But what I'm going to do, not on camera, is just kind of check over her body some. I kind of just want to make sure she doesn't have anything obvious going on. Because there could be, there's another thing that y'all got to witness Olivia early on. She was what they called egg bound. And that's quite literally when they have an egg that's bound. Now, I don't think that's the case with her, but I'll check for that. I'll check for bumblefoot. I'll check for, some physical things. I don't think it's gapeworm because she's not exhibiting those signs. Again, she could just be, having a day, right? So get her some cider vinegar. I don't have any molasses, but I'll try the apple cider vinegar. I will get her some scrambled eggs because I at least want to see if she's eating. Because that would be a good sign that she's just having a day as long as she's eating. But let's see. I know I've missed some questions. So, let's see, I think I missed. Yeah, Mark's going to leave his mark. Yeah, that's, I can't believe y'all had to witness that. Oh my gosh. The trauma. Yeah, you can't turn your back on a rooster. Yeah, I'm going to check for egg boundedness. Yeah, I like I said, I saw that message go away. Jen has been absolutely, yeah. So let's see. So, usually I wait a day before I treat with anything severe. This is my crazy medicine closet. This is for like bumblefoot and injury. So this is Safeguard, benzobindol. That's kind of like, because we were talking about like ivermectin the other day, too. But if they were to have like different gate worm or different things, but this is if the concern is parasitic. This is one that you can do into a solution. It's a concentrate that you mix with water. This is just a paste form. What else do I have in here? Oh, this is if, there's bleeding that you have to stop. Quick powder. I don't have every form of medication in here. But I do have a few things. This is for like if you do need to give them like medicine, just needleless syringes that you can put solutions through. What else do I got in here? That's like cat stuff. And then some of my other medicine is in the bathroom that I give them. Here, hold on. Oh, goodness, y'all get to see. Oh, this is my Bumblefoot kit. I think I took a picture, but Prid is a good thing to have if you have animals. Wound care, this is a good one if you're dealing with wound care. Yep. Yeah, I have medicine everywhere. I need to organize. All you home organizers don't question my organization skills because I know I need to organize. But this is like if they have respiratory, this is a good medicine. The Tysaline powder is good for respiratory things. I know I was talking about this on someone's channel, the poultry cell. That's a good thing to have. This also has the psyllium in it, but I'll probably try to do eggs first. This has a lot of things in it. And this is you give them, so it just helps with iron and other amino acids. This is, oh, that's the safeguard stuff. This is Corid, but I would use it with caution, or if told to use it, don't just give chickens Corid. I had another powder, but I don't see it in here. I do not see any other stuff I use. Oh, here's one. This is, and again, I got all of these from a vet, so I did not order, but the SMZ med. That's a really good antibacterial for chickens. But again, I won't do those meds unless like I said, if she's not improving after a few days, then I'll give her that. Like now she's standing, now she's awake. She's like, okay, mother. Like, I get it. And this was another, so this was what I got for, this is the, oh, it's not even in the bag, so I can't show you the bag, but it's the Elector PSP, that's for the lice and stuff. Okay, so I know I've missed questions. Is Foy McLennan, what was he saying? I'll have to ask you later, Joe. I came in just in time. But yeah, so we'll see what ends up happening. I'm going to, like I said, I'll keep y'all posted now that y'all have had to endure the chaos, so I'll keep y'all posted on how she's doing and everything. But like I said, she looks alert now. She may have just needed to wake up. But yeah, I'm gonna give her some meds, kind of see. Not meds, sorry. I'm gonna give her some water. I'll do the apple cider vinegar and then put some eggs down just to see how she's doing. I mean, she's breathing fine. She could be egg. I mean, I don't think she's egg bound. She doesn't look it, but I'll check. So she's not exhibiting the egg bound signs, but and her eyes are a little bit more alert than they were outside. So yeah, I'll check her out. See what she's doing. Oh, Target Prime, you missed it. I almost got killed by Mark because I went ahead and brought Teddy inside. And Mark was not happy. Yeah, Mark and Owen came after me, and Mark was about to end my life on a live. Wouldn't that, like, I mean, come on, Joe, viewer-wise, my life ending due to a rooster. I mean, the next behind the scenes would, like, be amazing. Right. Yeah, I think she's just kind of, the weather's changing, things like that. But I'm going to do the checks. Like I said, I'm going to check her body, make sure there's nothing there. Um, yeah, she could just be having a bad day. So, but I'll get her checked in. My sister had 5 chickens, 4 red, 1 black, and white. Sings with the red quartz. That's hilarious. Cool. Yeah, it'll be interesting if that's the clip they pick. Like after this live ends, if they pick the clip of Mark coming after me, that'll be funny. We'll see what happens. Well, cool. Well, it's over an hour. I'm gonna start checking on her. I need to actually eat my breakfast. I did drink my 32 ounces of water before I went outside, but I do need to get some food inside me. I'll get her situated with some. I have like a separate water container, water and food for when they come inside. Thank you so much, Taisha. Like I said, I'll keep everyone posted on her. I have a feeling she's just having one of those days, but because just again the weather change, things like that. Um, we'll just see how she's doing. And again, I'm going to check for egg boundedness. I'm going to check for because one other bird did have the chicken lice, so I'll check for that too. And then I'll get some good vitamins in her and get some eggs and hopefully she'll be okay and everything. Oh, of course, I appreciate it. Hopefully I answered all the questions. Oh, thank you, Joe. Yeah, Vicky's live is at the top of the hour. Make sure to go to Foodies Vacation. Again, that's Foodies Vacation. And Joe has the thing in the chat. But that's get involved with that cruise crochet, all the things community. It's mainly cruising, but yeah, it is a connect and grow opportunity. So get with Foodies Vacation, and then we have Target Prime Rib. I'm excited to watch that at 4 p.m. Eastern today. So make sure y'all are supporting each other, and let us just all have a good and blessed day. And I will keep. I will very much. I did the wrong thing. I will very much keep y'all posted. And by the way, go to Miss Hargerine at the Boss Way. Again, at the Boss Way. She made these beautiful earrings. I didn't even get to talk about that. So yeah, she made these beautiful earrings. So I appreciate each of you for listening, staying with it. Hopefully Mark forgives me and loves me. I don't want him to become chicken and dumpling soup, but he's just doing what he's supposed to do. He is absolutely doing what he is supposed to do, so I can't be mad at him. But yeah, go, if you like these earrings, go to Miss Harjory and Annette's page at D as in David Boss Way. But with that, I'll talk to y'all later, and I appreciate each of you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye bye.